Hello. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. I am trying out this new microphone, so hopefully it works well. I'm going to do a little test. Okay, so my name is Chelsea Colley. I am an empowerment specialist, speaker, and author. I empower women and moms to dream big, create a roadmap, and achieve their dreams ASAP. That way they can start having more fulfillment in their lives. So I'm excited to give you a little bit of an update. I'm recording this late, and this is like the only time I can do it because I have a 2-year-old. So I just got to do it whenever I can. So I wanted to do an update about Cirsten W because I see that not many people are talking about it and wanted to share this.
Hopefully it's going to stay like this. But as you know, what they did to California is happened here, as a lot of Californians have moved here. So here we go. And it's just my last video. I should take my hat off. So, yeah, this is where it's at. It's, stay careful. Let's do a little walk. Well, that's the thing is the other side.
Just thought we could see her real quick, and I saw that she had a video that she did a interview live in Austin, Texas, and that's where I'm from. So had to represent the Austin, Texas in there, and that is her in the Capitol. So anywho, I just wanted to share a little bit. There's not really any news when it comes to the death of Cirsten W. And there's not any news regarding that she's alive or anything like that. There was something that Scott said, and I don't know if you caught it, but last Monday, he retracted his statements officially, his statements that he made about the hospital. So I'll show you that. And you can decide what you think, but it seems to me, let me show you first, and then we can talk about it after. This is just one of them. So Scott. Let me go to the favorites.
That I've gotten over the last couple days. So this is an official retraction of my shitstorm on that hospital. People think that this should be, wow, very humbling. I'm not humbled by it. It's just the truth as I see it. It's just what's necessary. Folks, we always have to do what's right. And I asked, a friend of mine said this to me one time years ago.
So that was the official retraction, and then he started talking about himself again.
Who has operated in our community, one of the...
And then maybe there was a slip of the tongue, or maybe this was a calm, but there was this.
With all of us out here on the left, or out here on the right side, the equation, the argument out there about full attack mode on her.
Yeah, he said that.
With all of us out here on the left, or out here on the right side, the equation, the argument out there about full attack mode on her, and they left. I had to ask myself attack mode on me because I went into attack mode last Thursday, and I'm going to cover that tonight, where I stand with all that. But when I saw some of the articles that came out from the left, I had to ask myself a question. Is any of this warranted on any of us? Because when something goes down with all of us out here on the left, or out here on the right side, the equation, the argument out there.
Okay, so there is that, and that's something to consider. Sometimes people mess up and slip of the tongue and have the wrong word come out. Or sometimes liars accidentally tell the truth on purpose. So not accusing anyone again. I love Scott McKay. Actually, I think he's great. So just wanted to put that out there. He officially retracted his statements from the hospital. The other thing that came up that I thought this was very weird. This is something you can all go check out on your own on Facebook. And hopefully you can hear me okay. This man has taken over Kirsten's page on Facebook. This man right here, Dr. Steve Turley. He changed Kirsten's group. It used to be called Cirsten W, and it's a public group on Facebook. You could search for Cirsten W and it would come up, but now the name is changed. It's changed to him, Dr. Steve Turley, and there's a whole bunch of trolls in there, and there's scammers in there, and there's pro V's in there, and they are spreading their propaganda, and they're all, commenting like little demons in the chat, and they have infested Kirsten's group on Facebook. So I don't know what happened, if maybe she had that group and then she had someone as an admin, and maybe that admin was Dr. Steve Turley, and then he just took over the group, but he hasn't had any conversation or anything with anybody in the group. I sent him a private message, asked him who he is, why he's taken over her page. Of course, haven't heard back. So that's something to consider. These people have officially taken over her page. You can check it out. It's a public group. You'll have to look under this name, Dr. Steve Turley, because it's under his name now. And he would have to approve you. So if you do want a personal invite from me, you can send me a PM and send me a friend request on Facebook, and I can invite you. So there's that. And then there's the other issue. Someone directed me to Nino's Corner, and Nino's Corner TV.com or something like that is David Nino Rodriguez's $3.99 monthly subscription that I didn't have before, but I went ahead and just got one. Nino's Corner TV.com, something like that. You can go to his page and join it. It's in the description of every video he has. But it's great. There's a lot of great stuff on there. He did a video with Carrie Cassidy from Project Camelot. And many people know and love Carrie Cassidy. She's been interviewing people for over 10 years, probably longer than that. And she's done hundreds of interviews with really amazing people. She's even interviewed people in jail, done all kinds of really cool things, she's a big pioneer of disclosure. I think she's like one of the best pioneers of disclosure of our time. So thank you, Carrie Cassidy, for everything that you've done and laid the great groundwork for all of us. So Carrie Cassidy had a lovely interview with David Nino Rodriguez on Nino's Corner TV. And it was very interesting. So I can't really say everything that she said in there. And plus, it's not really my space to say because it's Nino's private group that you pay for. And, I probably shouldn't share that information with you, as far as the actual videos, but I'm just going to give you a super short little clip. And this is what Carrie Cassidy is saying.
Out there, but
I haven't heard back any definitive anything. Okay. And I'm in touch with people close to her, or that were close to her. And I am also in touch with, there was a little more to this, to a psychic that.
Okay, so she is in touch with people that are close to Kirsten, and she said it's not that the body is missing, it's that the people can't have access to the body. So she thinks she's dead. She's sure of it. She just knows she's dead, positive, no question about it. And she says she's dead for sure. She says that she was born into the satanic family, and she was an asset of the CCP, and she was pushing back on them and doing other things. And she says she thinks they killed her. And she also is psychic and has these visions and things. And for some reason, the night, I think it was the night that she died, or maybe it was the night before she died, I don't know. She had a dream where they were forcing a syringe on Kirsten. And it was a very literal dream to her. They were forcing an injection. So she questions, did that really happen? Like, did she just see part of what really took place? So that's a very interesting conversation. If you want to learn more about that, you can go get Nino's $3.99 a month subscription, which is worth it. So that's good. And I think that's it. Other than that, like, none of her friends are talking about the possibility of her being alive. And, some people thought they saw Kirsten in the audience of Donald Trump's speech, President Donald Trump's rally last night. They were saying it was like she was wearing a hat and with a scarf or something like that. I didn't really think it looked like her. I mean, yeah, there's like an Asian girl in there, but that doesn't really, she didn't really look like her. I can show you a little video of that just so I can show you who they're talking about in the Donald Trump rally. Which, didn't I have it on my favorites? I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I don't have it. It doesn't really matter, though. I don't know. It's just a rumor. And someone said, I can see Cirsten W in the crowd. And I was like, okay, well, send me the pictures to my email. And I didn't get an email, so I don't know. That's about it. It seems like the jury is out on Cirsten W. Her friends say she's gone. There was another piece, I do believe, when it comes to what Carrie Cassidy said. And like I said, if you want to see more, you can go and listen to the whole episode. But she also says this.
People close to her who wanted to find the body haven't been able to. That's the message I got. And those people were afraid. So, I'm kind of like this.
That was an interesting little twist, I thought. And those people were afraid. So her close friends and family, which I don't even know if she had family. Some of her friends didn't even know if she had family. They know she had her dad, but her dad died like literally the day before her. So she said they were scared. So they felt that Kirsten was targeted and killed, and they were scared for their lives, is what she's saying. So I never even thought about that. Maybe that's why none of her friends are talking right now. So all we can do is speculate and ask questions. And again, I'm not making any accusations. I'm just trying to do my due diligence on behalf of Kirsten. I would want someone to do this for me if I mysteriously died and all of this. Carrie Cassidy does address all of the rumors, by the way. She addresses the rumors from Linda Paris. She addresses the rumors about Field McConnell, and has previously interviewed Field McConnell and invited him back on if he wanted to have another interview to discuss Cirsten W again, because there are allegations that Cirsten W is the one who sabotaged him, got him in jail, and stole a bunch of money from his charity. So she's asking Phil McConnell if he has any comments on that. So that'll be interesting to see if Phil McConnell decides to step up. I don't believe he's done any interviews since he's been out of jail. But again, just a little background on that. Remember, Linda Paris is the one who said that Cirsten W and Timothy Charles Holmseth stole a bunch of money from this children's charity, $700,000 to be exact. It doesn't really make sense, and I don't necessarily think this is true. And if her dad was like in charge, he was like one of the main members of the International Bank of China, and he ran some kind of a Singapore fund that Risflex said, I can't remember what it was called, but he was like the president of like central banking for China, pretty much. So why would she be stealing any money if that's who her dad is? You know what I mean? She didn't really lend too much credibility to that, but she was eager to see what Phil McConnell would have to say. So no more word on Guy Brummel, but Guy Brummel was also the guy that was teamed up with Phil McConnell. There were two men, Phil McConnell and Guy Brummel. They had this charity together to benefit the children. And these were two good guys, two good patriots. Phil McConnell's been in the military his whole life. And they were speaking truth and exposing things. And so, of course, they got attacked and thrown in jail. And Guy Brummel is in jail. And I did report a couple days ago that they tried to assassinate him by poisoning his food. Luckily, he didn't eat it, but someone else did, and they died. And, Phil McConnell is out of jail now, but again, he hasn't done an interview since he's been out. So that wraps everything up. That's pretty much anything you can get about Cirsten W out there. None of her friends are talking. None of them are even acknowledging it, from I can tell. And from what I see, it seems like they're discouraged to talk about it when it comes to some of the Patriot chats and things like that. So I think what we can do is just, say, okay, she's probably gone. And if she is alive, then it will just be really great. And we'll be really happy about that. So we can pretty much let that go. I mean, this is what I call the jury is out. The jury's out. The jury's out. The body's not even accessible. None of her family has come forth to stand up. No one has planned a funeral. They don't even have access to the body right now. So the jury's out. There's like nothing more we can do here. But my heart goes out to Kirsten and her family and friends and loved ones. And let's hope that we find out the truth about her eventually. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what questions you have. And now we can move on to another topic, because I definitely want to keep these upbeat and fun and uplifting and loving and just build you up in this time. So lots of love. I hope everyone has a wonderful day and enjoy the full moon.